Black Compass Media back live with another one. Shout out to people that's out there right now. Tone Bro checking in live, direct, non-PC Tone Bro, by the way. Shout out to my man's Polo, man. What up?
Yo, what's goody, man? Brooklyn, we in the building. We got a good one today, ball guy. We here one of the #1 ball guys, man.
So it's gonna be a good day today, man. A lot of great energy, things like that. Shout out to all of y'all people here. Shout out to this brother that we about to bring to the joint right now. Polo, we've seen him do his thing on different leagues. We've seen him out here, the UW joint in the tournament. Y'all familiar with that? So it's out the mud. We understand that. We saw him in all these notable battles in the tournament. Probably one of the best battles of the tournament against the guy who made it to the finals. Multiple matchups against, veterans and people that we respect. And he held his own. You know what I'm saying? Jersey's own
Newark. Let's get it.
Real Jersey. Was good. I'm not from Newark, by the way. They keep putting that on, and I keep telling them to change that shit. I'm from Brunswick. I'm from Central Jersey. But I battled a lot in Newark, so people put that, I think, or maybe they think every battle rapper's from Newark or something, but I'm from Brunswick.
Crazy. Yo, because when you go back to your battle with Spade on the Red Dot, that's from
it
Newark.
Says
right over the screen. For
my B Magic battle, it said Newark. And I was like, son, I'm not from Newark. Don't keep saying that. Because now it sounds like I don't want people to think I'm claiming something I'm not. I'm not from Newark. You know what I mean? But I've been out there a lot. I got a lot of friends over there. I battled there a lot. My first 5 battles and shit was in Newark. My first 2 years on UW, whatever. But yeah, I'm not from there.
The fact that no one has dissed you about it kind of means they might be claiming you, bro. So,
well, listen, man. If you want to claim Brooklyn, I got you, man. we
word.
Tone, I can't hear you. Muted, Tone.
Yo.
Tone, you muted.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. I'm good. Okay. I'm about to say, I like, bro, you could we acclaim you in the Rock. Like, you from Rochester now. Cool.
Nah. Y'all already got Benny the Butcher. Y'all got Griselda.
I just say
somebody.
I just say East Coast, man. I'll just say East Coast. I'm repping for all of us.
Listen, man, you've had a hell of a year, man. How does it feel? Like, before we get into battles and all that, how does that feel in itself?
Well, it's crazy that everything happened as fast as it happened because so let me tell y'all why. Like when I was on UW, my first battle was 2015. From 2015 to 2018, I was just battling for fun. I'd battle once or twice a year. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to be active. I'd only do it to keep the sword sharp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then 2019, Lex Luthor hit me up and he was like, "Yo, why aren't you popping yet?" And then I was like, I don't know. He was like, "You just need to battle more consistent, and then you'll be on." So that was beginning of 2019, February of 2019. By that November, I was on UW. I was on URL. I had my first PG, and I went to London in December to battle over there.
Yeah.
A year from that, I got J, Chaos, Chilla, and B Magic on my resume. So I'm looking at the progress and it makes me think, what is my trajectory? If I'm moving this quick already, this is 6 months of work, May to December. And then I thankfully the fans voted me into the top 20 of Champion of the Year, which is crazy. That's only from that, and it's just from being more active. That's it. I didn't switch anything up. I didn't do anything. I rap how I rap, and I just been doing that. You know what I mean? I elevated as much as I could, but it's just crazy to me that I can't see outside of myself. You know what I'm saying? I just look at myself as just me. And then, people are telling me, "Yo, you do this, then people will know you and you're just gonna keep climbing." And it's hard for me to look that far ahead. You know what I'm saying? I just do what I do. So yeah, I feel blessed, man. I feel blessed, thankful, all of that shit. You know what I mean?
Now, and shout out to people that's here and everybody's gonna pull up too. And I do want to encourage you guys as you listen to this. go listen to the other interviews we've done as well. Because if you do that, you get a compilation of the growth, right? We like to check in at different points in their careers.
Yeah.
And we had a good interview in the beginning with you explaining your story and everything you was looking out to accomplish and things like that.
Yeah.
It has moved fast. I agree. I absolutely agree. It absolutely has moved fast. Most people at this point in their career, they run into some of them challenges. One of those challenges tends to be the stage. You know what I'm saying? Like the stage.
Let's talk about it.
Everybody's talking about the stage. And now I'm gonna be honest that I can't. That is the last point. That's the last thing.
It's not the last point, man.
That's the last thing.
It's not.
But let me finish.
Oh, my fault. I'm sorry.
That is the last test for you and Easy and Fonz, in my opinion. You've done everything else I've needed you to do. That's the one that I need to see.
Let me just I don't mean to cut your wisdom, Polo, but
no, go ahead, get him, man, please.
This is
here we go. Get him.
Listen, this is why this whole argument is crazy.
Okay.
I low-key started this shit because the day before Holmesy went on his, tweet raid or whatever, and he was he got everybody in an uproar. He was piggybacking off of the day before. I said there's a new top tier. I'm not saying the old top tier is gone. They got their own table though. The new top tier, we're not trying to sit with them. We got our own shit. In this era, the people that have been put all of 2020, look at it. The people that have been putting on the best performances, the best content, the most like the greatest battles, the most competitive battles have been the newer guys. I didn't say just my class. Just last 2-3 years, the people that just got here have been putting on the better battles, better content. That's all I said. And that turned into big stage. So I'm like, when we talk about content, if this is supposed to be the easiest, this is the bare minimum of what a battle is supposed to be. Why the fuck the people that have been here for 10 years, when they come back to the basics, they don't look like they used to. They're not dangerous. They don't look scary. Like Daylight's the only Daylight Shine. There's only there's like three to five.
Mook didn't do good in the big room.
I'm saying in this small room that we look at is back to if the big stage is easier, why aren't they looking as scary? Like there's only, like I said, 3 to 5 people that still look scary. Like Ill Will, Shine, you know what I mean? DNA, people that are like that for people that have been here, you know what I mean? But most of the guys don't look scary, man. They don't look scary. They don't look like this is easier than the big stage. It looks like it's harder for them.
Now, hold on.
Can I ask you a question? I just gotta ask this, right? If you know in your head, right, if you Calico or you Hitman or you Conceited, who we gonna get to too, right? Because I know what y'all was trying to do with Conceited. I don't like it. And you know in your head you've rocked rooms of 2,000, 3,000 people multiple times, and now we got to revert back to the small rooms. Why, wouldn't your hunger for that be different when you know in your head what you've done before? Like, it's different. It's not the same. Why would you look at these two things and approach it with the same hunger if you know you've done that before?
And the thing that's like annoying me is like they're acting like we didn't have to adjust to this. Like our career didn't start in Ultimate Madness. That's just when people started knowing us. We have to learn how to control crowds and shit. I was in London on a big stage on Shoddy Horror's League on his return. That was a lot of fucking people in there. And
it's gonna be in the description box.
And I left with performance of the year on that league. Best newcomer performance of the year on that league. I went to a different country full of full of people that didn't even know who the fuck I was, and I left with that. So the point is, we have the gene to adjust. All of us, all the people that are shining. That's what I'm talking about. Me, Easy, Chaos, Jay, Castro, people like that. Like we have Fonz, we have that gene to adjust. So we was used to being in the crowd, talking shit while they're going crazy. And then we had to adjust to just going straight through. So that's what should be credited, our ability to adjust. Like whatever environment, that's part of being an MC. Whatever environment you in, you got to know how to control it. So when the big stages come back, I'm not saying we're gonna know right off the bat what to do, but we're gonna adjust, just like we've been doing. Because it's the class. Give credit to the class, not the environment. I don't like when people just keep talking about the environment like that's the reason we're winning, which is a crazy point in general because it's supposed to be easier. But all right, whatever you say. If the big stage is when you want to battle us, all I'm hearing is my content isn't good enough to just battle you one-on-one right now. I need a crowd full of my fans to battle you. That's all I'm hearing. We're talking about the content. We're talking about what we've been doing. Just give credit to the new guys, man. Stop blaming other shit. It's us. It's not all these other things. It's us. Give us the credit.
And the piggyback off of what you saying, I agree. Like salute to Holmesy, but we actually had this debate in December with Goods. You know, salute. Go check that interview out where I asked Goods. I said the main stage don't really matter no more to me, to be honest, because it's about what you just said. It's about the lyricism. It's about all of the other arts of rapping, and I don't get how a crowd added to that is gonna be the final test for you, the final test for Easy, the final test for Fonz. I just don't see that. When you got, to me, to be honest, it's a lot harder to rap with no crowd because it's a lot of variables that can go wrong. So I just, what do you think about that?
This new crowd is showing a lot of these dudes ain't in shape, bro.
Exactly.
People are missing out the fact that like rapping is a physical thing too. Like if you notice when Daylight Battle Rock, there was a couple times where he just stood back and took a deep breath and then started going crazy. Your wind is part of rapping. You got to physically be able, you could write whatever. You got to physically be able to rap that. A lot of these dudes on stage out of breath, you hear them breathing too much because they used to being on the stage, saying a bar, and they catch their breath. They know they can think what's coming next. They don't got to do none of that. This environment makes you work harder because you got to know your material like this. You can't fuck up. You can't bring shit back. You got to go straight through. You got to prepare more. You got to be more prepared. You got to work harder. And these dudes are lazy, bro. That's why they're talking about this shit.
Talk about it.
That's why this shit is harder because we're excelling in this shit. I know it's timing. It's timing. It just happened to happen at the right time. But we're excelling through this shit. People like me, Chaos, Fonz, all of us, like Easy. We're excelling through this shit because that's how hungry we are. We're hungry enough to be that prepared, whether we wrote the shit the week before or not. When we get there, that's what matters. And every time that we're there, we show, we're going face to face. What is the rookies versus vets score? I don't want to keep hearing the goalpost.
Talk about it. What the score is, man?
Bring it up, shit.
This is the shit that's crazy to me. Every test, all these tests that they got for us, the goalpost just keeps getting moved. Don't say like, just say, all right, you got all these things that I want to see how you do. You keep giving us challenges, and every time we excel that challenge, you move the goalpost. All right, now it's this. After we kill the big stage, all right, that was only once. Now we got to see how many times they could do it. And they're gonna keep moving the goalpost.
Exactly.
Oh, that's part of it. Oh, sick. We're not gonna act like we moved it. We moved the goalpost on anybody. We move it on Mook. We move it on Lust.
Why?
Do that. That's how it happens. Because if y'all wasn't this dope, this wouldn't even be going on. So let's just start there. Because I said that to Easy, I would say it to you. Y'all dope. That's why this conversation has to happen. Now, I heard you earlier refer to yourself as top tier. And these are times where I have to understand why. Why do you feel? Let's get into it. Why you feel top?
Tiers has to do with skill.
Okay,
it has to do with skill. Why did Daylight call me out? Because he recognizes that rapper shit, battle rap. Remember rap? That's part of battle rap. That's it.
You remember that? You remember that song?
Yeah, remember? You remember? So
I remember.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Listen, the tier has to do with your skill level. Popularity is not a tier. Top tier has to do with your output, your content, performance, all of that shit that I was talking about. That's what tier means. Who looks dangerous right now? That's the new top tier. That's what I mean. Who looks dangerous? Those are the guys that's new top tier. Or like, and again, we're not trying to sit at the cool table with the people that been here. We got our own. Like us battling each other is producing better battles than these guys that have been here for a while. Every card, watch, Easy was on a big card. He had probably best performance of the night. Jay is on this card. He's gonna go crazy. He's gonna stand out. Like every single time, son. The Mook card, Loso had a crazy performance on there. Jerry West had a crazy, like the newer guys are always gonna give you more shit. Like me versus Easy on a gnome might end up being the best battle of that night because of this, our hunger, our content, all of that shit. So like, so that's what the tier means. It's about skill. If you nice, you nice. Remember that? Like, if you're nice, you're nice. I want to battle you if you're nice. Right. And a lot of these dudes that have been here, they don't look like they're nice right now. They look like they've been on cruise control for years. And I hate to sound like I'm not humble or nothing. I came in this game.
No humility.
What I'm saying is this. As a competitor, like when we're putting out what we're putting out and y'all not giving us credit for it, that's the shit that pisses us off. Like, don't keep blaming all this other shit, man. It's us. That's all. So us new guys.
Go ahead, Polo, because I'm gonna get him after you're done.
You can't get him. I'm gonna do that. I have to. He's literally saying the same shit I've been saying, man. These old top tiers is lazy, to be honest with you. They look super bad in this setting, so they need the crowd. And how do you feel? Let me ask you a question, bro. How do you feel that if we ever go back to the main stage, that being that they're trying to sweep under the fact that you guys have been holding down URL, just battle rap, period,
all throughout the pandemic.
Throughout the whole pandemic, and they just trying to sweep that under the rug because we need the main stage back. How you feel about that?
They don't know. It's better to take us right now, because this ain't like, yo, we get better every single battle you see us. You just letting us practice more. That's all you're doing. If you wait till the stage, what you don't understand is, let's say the stage comes back by the fall, right? We're building a fan base now. This isn't like the old rookies and vet shits where the first time you saw this new guy was on a big stage for a lot of people. We're building a fan base now. Now people are being more familiar with us. Now they'll kind of know what to expect from us. You know what I mean? So you're making us more dangerous the more you don't, like, the more you let us practice and get in the gym and hit the bag a little, you're making us more dangerous. So I think it's more advantageous for these guys to try to take us now, because that's when they have a better chance of teaching us something now than letting us get better. And then it's just even, because by the time the stages come back, if I'm battling a vet, a guy that's been here for a while, now I might only have 5,000-10,000 less followers than you. Now what? Like, now it's not the crazy off balance like it used to be. Like, you battling a dude with 1,000 followers and you got 80,000. What if we get to 50 by then? You know what I mean? We're building fan bases. But so that's all of this shit, bro. All we could do is show you guys, man. That's it. That's all we could do is show you. All the speculation is cool. Whenever this shit comes back and we start bombing, no pun intended, it's gonna be crazy.
Now let me preface my question by saying that I come from the cloth of this man can rap, you can rap, let's rap, figure it out. I come from that cloth. That's where I come from. DVD era. Don't do that, Polo. I come from that era.
I know what's coming, man.
Yeah, you know the bars. You know the bars. Now, okay. Now, when the tiers happened, I hated it because I said it's arbitrary. All it is keeping people from certain battles, right? But this is where we are now. And you said the tier thing is solely about skill. That was the issue before. But let's make this point. When you battle somebody in that crowd and you the underdog, meaning that other person has a fan base of casual fans, because you building hardcore fans. You are. But them casual fans that know Sue Surf, that know who Calico is, that's the people you got to win over. There's a certain type of credit that you get for beating that person because they came with that fan base already. You won over a crowd of people. How does that not matter? Like that has to factor into this.
Listen, let me clarify. I'm not saying the big stage doesn't matter. I'm not saying that doesn't matter.
Sure.
Of course it does. A battle rapper is part of being an MC, and controlling the crowd is one of those things. Of course, it matters, right? But it's not the only thing that matters. They acting like that's the only thing stopping us from being considered top tier. Again, all of 2020, who looked more dangerous? The new guys or the guys that been here? Daylight and Rock is an anomaly. K-Shine is an anomaly. That's not all of them. It's only that it's a very short list.
How you
the
feel?
Older guys.
Let me ask you a question. Let's throw some names out there, man. How you feel? T-Top. How you feel? T-Top looked in this because he called y'all the COVID baby.
Him and B Dot was cool. So this is the crazy part. T-Top is kind of part of the newer era, bro. But he wants to go in the old era. All right, so his class is part of the old era. Cool.
He's part of. I think he's more.
He is leaning. He's medium. He's like in the middle.
I was saying this on Champion. The conversation ain't class versus class. It's eras. So the old era and the new era. Where does that stop?
Where do you draw the line in the sand from the old?
Jay Black was trying to say where the new era, and I was like, what about the class before? It's like they're not old. Geechee, Twerk, Av, they're not old. They're Mike P. They're part of the new era.
I think it's three eras. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's three. It's the classic. You know the old school era with the tape.
I think there's more than two eras, but the discussion was old versus new. So where do you fall in there? But anyway, T-Top had a good one with B-Dot, and I don't think he clearly got around versus Easy. Do y'all? Am I tripping?
I had Easy. This brother this brother over here had T-Top.
I got T-Top. What, first and third? I think he clearly got the third round. First one we could talk about. Man. Yeah.
Shout out to T-Top. T-Top is a great rapper, but he didn't look scary.
He didn't look dangerous.
How did okay. You mind if I throw some more names out there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. How did Averb look? Averb only had one battle though. How did he look?
Yo, I don't like this fate. Like,
yeah, I like real, man.
I like the energy.
I like real, man.
All right, let's talk about it.
I drank from the fountain of the gods. You still eat meat. That's not dangerous, bro. That's not dangerous. Shout out to Verb. Verb is an amazing rapper. He doesn't battle and look scary. I was saying this on Champion. When he battles Rock, if he comes out, or whenever the crowds come back, if he comes out with like a McChicken, takes a bite, and then starts rapping, it's over. Everybody's going, oh, he's back.
But see, look, that will hit with a crowd. That right there will hit with a crowd. If he do that shit in a small room, that's gonna be like, all right, okay, next.
Look who he back. But see, but this is the thing. This is the thing that y'all got.
All respect to whoever we're about to.
Yeah, this is respectfully. They know
but that. From a competitive aspect, no, that didn't look scary at all. I heard when he battled Geechee, people in the building said they couldn't hear him. Only people on camera could hear him because the mic that was there. He wasn't barking. Your presentation, your delivery, that's part of being it. It's not a battle rapper. It's not just your lyrics. It's everything. It's everything. And he didn't look me, Chaos, Easy. We've looked scarier than Verb this past year.
Damn.
To stand in front of us, Geechee, all right, ask Geechee himself. If Geechee is battling a newer guy, me, Easy, Chaos, he's gonna try harder than he tried with Verb, bro.
Okay. You think so?
Calico, yeah. What? He wasn't scared at all.
Because they hungry. That's what
we're hungrier, son. We're hungrier. We're gonna give you the better battles, the better content. We're gonna try to take your head off. The reason it looked so bad when I battle Magic is because I wasn't just flipping his name. I was talking to his soul. I was visibly seeing his soul fly through the fucking roof. I was seeing it. Like, and that's why it hurt. It hurt me to write it. It hurt me to say it. I felt bad as a B Magic fan doing that to him. But that's the hunger. That's the hunger. When I had 14 days to get ready for Chilla Jones, that's when the royalties from your written shit come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's from the hunger. That's from the motivation and the fear. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. Time out. You got ready for Chilla Jones. You wrote that in 14 days?
I wrote it in 5 days, but we had 14 days to get prepped.
What?
My shit for Magic, I wrote it the week before.
Oh,
We are like this, bro.
Son, no way.
We're like this. That's the point. We're like this. Like that's why the dude that I was supposed to have, I was supposed to be on Volume 7. There was no paperwork or nothing, so I won't use the word duck. But I was supposed to be on Volume 7.
We know who's that. We know who he is. We know who's ducking. We know who he is. We can say some names. We know who he is.
Sick. This is non-PC tone, bro. Listen, I know we got interviews together and stuff like that. They're real cool. And
yeah, I'm here now.
You're not in the bags no more. You here?
What I'm saying is this. Right? That person could have just signed a contract and then just without thinking, and then thought about it and was like, "Oh shit, that's Jersey." You know what I mean? It could have been that. I'm not saying that's the hint I guess I give, but like it. I was supposed to be on Volume 7, and I started writing. The point is, I knew it was at the end of January, and I started writing for that in December. So the shit that I was coming up with was fucking crazy. Like it was damaging.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The point that I'm making is we're not only are we like showing out, we're doing it like this. The more time you give us, the more dangerous we get. The more we step in the ring without you standing in front of us, the more dangerous it's good. Y'all gonna have to see us. So you might as well do it as early as possible, because the more you delay it, the more dangerous we get, man. That's all I'm saying, man.
I mean, you know, I'm just gonna let's play the assumption game. I'm just gonna assume you're talking about Arsenal, okay?
Yeah.
Now, do you feel any kind of way the fact that the Danny went linked towards Danny Myers? Do you really feel like that should have been you, or you? I feel like you personally, with the year you had, you definitely should have been on Volume 7.
Yeah.
You just came off of.
I know that me, Easy, and Chaos are probably Smack's favorite, like new guys. You know what I mean? So I know the plans that they got for us, and this whole new class too. You know what I mean? Like I know the plans that he got for us, and he was trying to make that happen. But Kid Chaos was supposed to be on this card too. You know what I mean? Again, I don't know what happened. All I know is they told me that's who I got. I started getting ready, and I found out conveniently around the time my B Magic battle dropped. I found out that that battle wasn't happening. So to me, I never thought it would ever happen, because I don't want to battle people from Jersey. I'm rooting for Jersey. Anytime I see Ars, Twerk, O-Red, I'm rooting for him. You know what I mean? Like I didn't, but I heard he said yes, so I was like, all right, let's get it. But we might run it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so we gonna jump back into this bag, but I just want to take a different route real quick. Now, you started when like your progression from when you battled on the Red Dot card with, I believe, Spade.
Yeah.
How did you, when your first round was a lot of heavy name flips, it was a lot of, it shook the room, and now going to the Chiller battle, how you feel like your pen progressed over the months? Like how did you progress your pen from just doing name flips to
I started using the pen. That was the difference. I found out my memory was amazing, and I found out repetition. If I think of something and I just repeat it twice, it's locked in. And I think the reason that happened is because when I started rapping, I remember seeing M in 8 Mile write like on the way he wrote on paper, it was all scattered and shit. So when I would write on the left side of the notebook, I would write just the words I'm rhyming with. So when I see those 3-4 words, I know the line, right? And then I would write the final draft on the right side. So I think that made my memory really good, right? So that's how I was preparing for battles. I would think of something, repeat it, maybe just write down what I'm rhyming with, but I wouldn't write out entire shit. I would write in sections too. So if I got something in my third, if Chilla brought up ghostwriting in the first, I could have just switched that section. You know what I mean? But I was doing that a lot, just repetition, until my King Jables Kid Chaos battle there, right? And then when I had 14 days for Chilla, the Kingpin, I was like, I always knew in my head, all right, if I sit down and write, it's gonna be better than me walking around my room and thinking of shit. You know what I mean? It's always, for some reason, the pen and the pad, the old school way, not your phone, none of that, like sitting down, pen, pad, is always going to produce the best material for me, at least. You know what I mean? Maybe it's because I could see everything. It's like a canvas instead of just like fixed like a phone or just in your head. So that's what happened. And when I wrote that for Chilla, and I wrote that third round, like when I was done with that, and then my second round would be more direct. You know what I mean?
The
Like
second was crazy. The second round was crazy.
Yeah, like when I sat down and wrote, it was just better. So I was like, I'm gonna just start doing this from now on. You know what I mean? So the progression in pen that you're talking about is that when you're being more direct to somebody, when you're trying to break somebody down, it's much easier to do it when you sit down with a pen and a paper versus just thinking a shit and trying to form it in your head. You know what I mean? So I'm perfecting that style like to a T. The angling, saying something to you that nobody has said before, breaking you down, diffusing your random bars. Like that was one of the tactics I had with Chilla, because I knew like he gets calls for every card, but he doesn't get booked on them because people duck him. So maybe he's gonna take shots and talk about other people. He's gonna have a lot of random bars. So if I'm talking directly to him, anytime he veers off, it's a point against him. You know what I mean? And it's a point for me. So that was a strategy in that. And that's like I'm perfecting every part of being a battle. Angles, punches, all of that. Now I'm punching. I don't even have to name flip. I had 2 name flips versus B Magic.
Yeah,
all those 3 rounds.
That's why I'm like, I noticed with your writing, like you went when you earlier, you started with a lot of name flips, and then you just slowly started progressing with angles, punches, and now what do you think you need to? What do you want to add for 2021? What do you want to add to your penmanship? What do you want to add to the repertoire for 2021?
I realized that time limits aren't taken seriously. You know what I mean? So all of 2020, I was just writing exactly what the contract said. You know what I mean? I'm a make the clip longer, basically. You know what I mean? That's one thing I'm definitely gonna do, and I can say that because there's nothing you can do to stop it, because it's quality. A lot of people, my third round for Chilla was like 32 bars. That's it. That's 2 16s. That's all it was. And Chilla rap for like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
But the reason a lot of people are giving me that round is the quality, what I was saying, and the attack and all of that. So and that's how I write. I don't have to try to do it. I think that's the difference between a lot of rappers and the way that I write. I don't have to try to come up with quality or like it just comes naturally, I guess. You know what I mean? So the more if I write about you, the more dangerous it is. You know what I mean? So now I might I always have extra material, but I never use it because I'm trying to stick to time limits. That's why I was rapping so fast against Jay, because I thought we was gonna get cut off and shit. You know what I mean? Like, so I think definitely that's one of the things. And just keep working on my pacing, my delivery, all of that shit. I got the breath control, I got the writing. The presentation is what I'm gonna perfect, in my opinion. That's what I need to do.
Okay, that's dope.
You want to say something?
No, I mean, you go 3 for 3, Polo. Go 3 for 3.
Nah, this one of my favorite guys.
Yeah, you lighting it up right now. Like the scoreboard.
This one of my favorite guys. Now, a lot of the takeaway I'm seeing online from people, they said that 2020 you battle a lot of bar guys. Now they want to see you. Do you have how will you attack a street battle? Like if somebody is aggressive, like an Arsenal, what would be like because people are saying that they want to see you versus like an Arsenal or like somebody that's not a penman, like a penman. Like they want to see you versus somebody that's different.
Yeah, I'll battle whoever, and every bag is different. Like I think even before I got into this bag that I'm in now, like any battle I had, I would have a different attack. I would use different attacks. You know what I mean? Like the what I craft for my opponent depends on my opponent. I'm never gonna show up and do the same shit every single time. You might like if I don't need an angle to beat my opponent, you might not see an angle. You know what I mean? Like it's just dependent on my game plan to win. against my opponent. So if I'm battling Arse, if I'm battling Easy, Geechee, whoever's in that category that people make, like, yeah, I'd have what it's tailored for my opponent. Like me and B Dot rap very similar, I think. You know what I mean? We tailor our material for our opponent and we rap while we're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, it depends on whoever my opponent is, man.
Okay. I'm telling him let you jump in. My bad.
Yeah, well, no, listen, that's a great series of questions because that lets us know where you at. You obviously still working on your craft despite having those matchups under your belt. And now you got guys calling y'all out as a collective, people calling you out and things like that. Now people begin to, sort of figure out a style. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of glad you said that. You adding things to the arsenal and stuff like that. And just now with guys on y'all heels, because there's new classes even coming in, will we expect you? I mean, I expect you to take more top matchups, but I'm going to see you giving other guys on the platform a shot. You know what I'm saying? You got guys who want to jump back to the platform. Is you going to be the attack dog to be like, nah, Smack, I got this?
Perfect segue. Perfect segue. January 30th, I battle. I'm battling a guy named Sneezy Bo. I know the name is funny, but he's fire.
Name is ridiculous. I'm gonna be honest.
Wait, what's his name?
Sneezy Bo.
And if you had one battle to recommend people look up, I'm gonna go check him out after this.
Dez 650. He battled the dude DES 650.
Okay, I'm gonna check that
he
out.
Battled, Sneezy Bo versus Dez 650. Sneezy is original. He's fire. He's something new for the game. You know what I mean? And the reason I got on URL is because of my battle with Excel. When I battled Excel, that one rounder, that's what got me the URL call and the London call. So now that I'm in a position to kind of, give shots, I wanna help and contribute to the culture as much as I can. So somebody like Sneezy, I want a lot of people to see, you know what I mean, in the era where there aren't that many like original people for the most part. All the original people are on the big leagues and shit, you know what I mean? But like as a whole, when you go to any random battle rap event, a lot of rappers sound like rappers that been here. So the fact that Sneezy is original, I do want to give him like a shot, I guess, if that's the position that I'm in. But I'm not gonna let him win, but I just want the people to see him. So and give back to iBattle the way that they helped me out. You know what I mean? And after, I'm on a mission on URL. So
okay, let's get to the mission.
Let's get to this mission.
After the mission is done, then I wouldn't be opposed to helping the newer guys. But I think on the mission, on the way up to just battling whoever I need to battle to show everybody till it's general consensus I'm one of the most dangerous battle rappers in the world. When I get there, cool. Then I start, giving more shots on URL. But I think on iBattle, I kind of excelled, you know what I mean? And I did what I could as much as I could on iBattle. So now every time I go back, I'd rather give a guy a shot that deserves it instead of just battle, somebody else. And on URL, I'm still climbing up. So just focusing on the mission. You know what I mean?
Okay. So
we're gonna hold you to that because we know you're gonna work hard at the end of the day and you're not gonna take a night off. What happens is, guys like yourself, we've seen this. This is where all of these references come from. Sometimes it sounds like I'm hating, but it's because I'm trying to be precautionary because some people take these matches on a Saturday at Jimmy's Backyard Barbecue League. You know what I'm talking about. You get smoked and you think we don't see it.
And we
do. We gotta get on the show and say real shit got smoked.
But that happens when people just do it for the bag or they just do it like, yo, I don't take anybody light. Me versus King Jables happened in between me and Chaos and me and Chilla. Me and King Jables happened. And iBattle fans voted that was the best battle on iBattle last year. So like, and me and Kid Chaos, that was in the top 5 best battles on Caffeine in 2020. A lot of people say me and Chilla is one of the top 10 battles of last year. So I don't slack no matter who it is, whether it's Chaos, Jables, or Chilla. You're gonna get high quality material. Sneezy, this is a test for him because he's getting like a dangerous battler across from him, somebody that could really get him out of here unless he's nice. I think he's nice enough to make the battle a great battle, but we'll see.
Now, let me ask you a question to jump. Now, Easy the block captain, he had a battle versus T-Top. That was kind of his test. You had a battle with Chilla Jones. To me, personally, I feel that was your test to see if you ready to go to the next level. That was a classic battle. Right. Do you feel that you need to battle anybody else to prove any? Like, I know you still have to prove, you got a long way to go, but do you feel like you need to battle anybody else to get like, all right, I'm top. This is why I'm top tier. This is how I'm top tier. Or do you feel like the Chilla Jones battle was your coming out party? Pause.
If I have a classic with Daylight, like, I don't want to hear shit, bro. Like, shout out to Daylight. I know what he's doing. I mean, we've been talking since like the Kid Chaos battle, and I think that rappers like him, rappers like B Dot, like the rappers that Chaos. There's a couple of us, you know what I mean, and we recognize each other's talent. That's why people want to see me and B Dot battle. That's why Daylight on a random day is gonna tweet, "Yo, I want to battle real sick." You know what I mean, like that comes from just our craft. So I don't know if like I'm past the point of wanting to prove myself. I was saying this last time. I think the Chaos battle was my J battle and my Chaos battle. My mind state was I gotta prove myself instead of I'm on the stage because I'm proven. Now I just gotta kill. I gotta be in kill mode. It doesn't matter. So that's my mind state more so than trying to prove myself. If that's you can use it to drive you, but that shouldn't be your method in a battle. Like, I'm just here to prove myself. Like, you should try to kill whoever is across from you. You know what I mean? So I think that I'ma just keep showing out every time you see me and giving 100% quality material, top tier level writing, content, performance, all of that. You know what I mean? So that's my goal more so. I don't think that I think Daylight would be the ultimate Daylight, Pat Stay on 100 and like Shine, like people like that. That would be a test that I think if I pass that, like
what about Mike P?
Shit. Shout out to Mike, man, but that's not a test. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mike, man. Shout out to Mike.
What?
Mike was one of the first guys to support. He was at my battle. If you watch me versus Excel, he's in the background. He's always supported. I'm an MC though. I don't think that's a test. And I think it's out there now. Before Chilla, it was gonna be me and Mike P for Rookies versus Vets. Okay. So I already got.
I'm happy with Chilla though, man.
Me too. Absolutely. Me too. But yeah, I already got clips loaded for that. And if I want to be his return battle.
Yeah.
Me and Mike have similar styles. I think it would be a crazy battle. But so whenever he comes back, holla at me.
So URL, you, Easy, Fonz, Kid Chaos. To me right now, y'all putting in work, right?
Jay,
to a point in your career now, you become the guy, the guy at the fence. When a new guy comes in and you want to talk that talk, well, let's see what you got against him. I'm gonna be honest. A-Ward makes his debut on URL. I'm throwing. That's what I want to see. What? Joint, yeah. Hey, I just want to see.
I would do that. Me and A-Ward. I think I said this before. We was trying to get that done for Volume 6. But I guess the business didn't work on his end, which I respect. You know what I mean? But we've already, that's already been in the talks. So
before, what I really wanted to get to is like guys that come in like A-Ward and stuff. He already has a resume, right? Or say if Saint makes a jump or whatever the case might be. You went through the gauntlet to get where you got, and it matches because of that. Do you feel like resumes are in certain cases, or resumes are strong enough that they get to skip the kind of skip the line, or whatever. Are you cool with that, or is it like
I think like
back here?
That's a great question.
I think impact kind of matters more than a resume. Somebody like Don has a crazy resume.
Okay.
But I don't know if, the people he battled, it impacted as much as like, somebody else with those same name on their resume. The reason somebody like Disaster, Pat Stay can just come over here and they don't gotta go through the gauntlet is they had their accomplishments, their impact. They did a lot of shit. You know what I mean? A Ward has done a lot, so I don't think he should show up and be on like a Survivor Series card or something. But like the people that are new here are still the best in battle rap. So this new class, yeah, you got to see us before like anybody else, because again, we're still like, no matter, because I hear people talking about YouTube drops and shit like that, and obviously as an artist, we wish we would get YouTube drops, but we're still the hottest thing in battle rap. In battle rap community, the hottest thing is us. So yeah, if you come over here, you got to see us. You know what I mean? And then, I know he's trying to get the T-Top battle, which would be dope. You know what I mean? But yeah,
T-Top
I do.
what?
Yeah, they're going back and forth. Y'all didn't see that?
Yeah, I seen that. You said that would be. I don't think that'd be dope, man.
I think me and A Ward would be a dope battle if A Ward, shows up like he's been showing up. A Ward is dope. Like he showed up for his shit for Coffee was crazy. Him and O'Reilly was crazy. You know what I mean? So if he does that, I just hope he doesn't try to switch when he gets to the league, because that's a problem a lot of rappers make.
Talk about it. Well.
Yeah, they switch. But then this is another thing. Switch, or they find out what they was doing that worked in one place didn't work here because it's a different fan base, right?
Yeah.
That's what happens. But I just feel like this, man, because we had this talk, and this is in the early interviews. Again, I encourage y'all to go watch this.
It's a lot of classic tone guys. Go check those out.
Beat people in a tournament before you came here. You ran through the gauntlet of smoky rooms, all that. Who is this guy? I know it was extra races in there. I know what it is.
Yeah,
everybody was doing their thing, and you went up and showed and proved. So I don't think anybody should just be like, "Yo, we just handing out a PG type of thing."
Right.
You think Saint would be able to last over at URL?
He's dope. I mean, what do you mean last? Like
you think he could run with you, Fonz?
Not our class though. Not our class. Maybe
why
like
not?
It's not the same.
I think Saint could beat Kid Chaos.
I don't know about that.
I'm trying.
I don't. Crazy. Listen, Saint is fire. I don't want to get it confused. I'm happy for him for winning that. I thought Marv won, but Saint had a crazy third round. Saint is dope, man. Saint is dope, and he would do good here. Yeah. I don't think he's running through or beating anybody, or at least the standouts in our class. Me, Jay, Fonz, Chaos, Easy. I don't think he's beating us, but he would do good. He would have some lines, you know what I mean? But like,
he can't sit at y'all table at the URL lunchroom. Let's talk about it. I like analogies. Let's do it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a look. He's dope, man. He's dope. Y'all making me sound like I don't like Saint. I like Saint. I fuck with Saint. He could come sit at the end of the table. You know.
Listen, hold on now, real. You one of my favorites, but I ain't letting you get this off, man. He got 50 racks. He went through Marv 1. He went through Disaster. The Marv 1 was debatable. He cleaned Disaster up. So you gotta cut him some slack.
Great resume. All I'm talking about is who is he stood in front of that was scary in front of him. That's all I'm saying. I had a scary ass Chilla in front of me. That was a scary Chilla. Chilla was going. He was trying to kill me. You know?
Wait. That you just brought up an excellent point. After Chilla Jones' first round, what was going through your head? Like when he spit his first round, how did you, because you also, that was your testing moment. What was going through your head for that one after that?
You gotta not be a fan at the moment. You know what I mean? And I think that's one of the things that maybe when Don was battling Rum, maybe he was in fan mode. And you can't do that when you battle these guys, because if you're in fan mode, when they're going crazy, every time they say a line that's crazy or do something that you're a fan of, you're gonna give them points in your head, and now you feel like you're losing or you gotta fight back. Like I was in battle mode. So after the first round, that's why I opened up. All that was in my mind was just be comfortable, bro. You're comfortable here. This is what you do. That's all that. So I opened up with a bunch of name flips. I'm getting real sick of this shit. Little joke, you know what I mean? Get the momentum back and then go into what I'm doing. Like, so yeah, that was in my head. I was like, this dude is wigging, but I wasn't putting weight into it until the battle was over. Then I was like, yo, this dude tried to kill me, son. You know what I mean? But like, what I'm saying with Saint. So what I'm saying with Saint, look, all respect due to Saint. Like he won in the tournament. You know what I mean? He battled who did he battle first? RX, right?
Yep.
RX. He battled was it Tom? Who was the
was it Times that he had next? I think
no, it was one more West Coast battle rapper.
No, Tom's battled Marv. Tom's actually beat Marv, but
who beat, because when Disaster battled Thesaurus, who did Saint battle? Who did it was RX and active. Yeah.
RX active.
Disaster Marv. And then Marv.
He had 5 battles though. I thought he had 5.
Him and B Magic, I think, dropped this year, but it happened last year.
So yeah, it was 4. It was 4.
Now look, though, that's dope. That's a good resume. RX is dope. Active is dope. Diz is a legend, but he didn't look very legendary against Saint. And Marv went crazy. You know what I mean? So he stood in front of competition, man. I just think it's different over here. That's all I'm saying. It's a little different over here, man. Like it's not like that. Like it's the most dangerous guys are over here. And like I said, Diz did a lot. He's a legend for real. Like I don't want to take nothing away from him, but I don't think he's looked scary in that tournament. He didn't really look like. I keep going back to that. He wasn't doing what he did against Danny or Solomon like in this tournament. He was stumbling a lot. He was like,
Let me transition a little. Okay, so you said your class. I don't know if you've seen a Conceited interview. Conceited just came out with an interview.
I heard about it.
Av Fonz, don't even mention them. I need Rum. Rum Nitty is the only person y'all can really mention with me. Do you feel? I got a few things. Do you feel the Slow It Downs, the Captain Morgan, the all the Conceited that hit back in that era? Do you think that's going to translate here now that you guys have elevated the style of punching and penmanship?
Yeah, I really, really respect Big Daddy Kane, but Benny the Butcher is getting him the fuck out of here. So it's the same thing with Khan, man. Like I respect Khan. He started a whole style of punching, but that style of punching is basic now. It was ahead of his time, but the time caught up. And the shit got advanced and it kept going. It was kind of like what I was saying to Magic. I don't remember the bars now, but basically comparing it to how you was the chef and like, you hold on, I want to try to remember what I said because that describes this perfectly. When your menu was closing, the new era came in and setting itself. Basically, like your recipe, the shit that you did got better. People made it better and sold it, and you over here crying about how your recipe's stolen. Like you started the shit, and we kept building on it and building on it. So now it's at a different place now. So if you come in with the old shit, it's not matching up. The time moves on. Shit happens. So yeah, Slow It Down's a fire, especially when they first came out. But those double entendres, everybody got those. That's entry level type shit now. You can go, Sneezy Bo does the shit that Conceited used to do. Like the newest guys that are really, really good can do that. You know what I'm saying? So somebody like Rum or Av who are aliens or Fonz, like people that like that, Like that could anybody in his new class, man. I think Khan will have trouble with. I think even if Khan battles easy or somebody that doesn't punch like that, like shit, me. I don't think I think he'd have trouble with us. So I think he needs I heard he said he wants a tune-up or something,
like
and then battle Nitty, right?
Yeah, but
who's he gonna tune up with?
That's what I'm saying. I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. Respect to Conceited, respectfully. A lot of his punchlines, them shits age like milk. Like if you listen to them now, it's just like what the two arms in the air.
I'm letting this happen, but
listen. In 2011, him and Surf was debatable. Go watch it now. It's not debatable at all. Surf kind of washed him, son. Like if you go back and watch that shit,
that's a fact.
Like that type of material. That's why like angles and shit like that are always gonna last. They're way more memorable when you talk to somebody about something. That's gonna stand the test of time more than a random punchline you had about a current event. What are you really saying with a punchline? What do you're this like this? That's all you're saying. Whereas an angle or breaking somebody down, you're saying so much more, so the impact is more. And Conceited, I think, is too one-dimensional to come back in this era. Because even somebody like Nitty, who's counted as one-dimensional in this era, he still does a lot of things. And he's one of the rare cases of somebody that can just punch for 3 rounds, but he's gonna keep amazing you with every punch until the 3rd round. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think he should what was that line Nitty had? The confiscating. The Khan's not saying nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo,
that was crazy.
Go ahead, Tone. Go ahead, because I owe you one from earlier, man. Go ahead.
Respect to the legends.
This is my problem. This is my problem. This is my issue. And it's not to you, Sikh. Sikh is company. We have to do. It's my problem with Polo right now.
Up?
You know, it was not just about the punchlines. It's how he was putting it together. It's angles in there. He's clowning on you. He was actually digging into people's lives, but he was putting the punches around it. Everybody just imitated the punches. It's not just going to win you a battle. Even the joint with B Magic, he was talking about B Magic. He just had this other stuff around it. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, how far away is he really from being good? I just saw what doing what he's always done and winning the battle and having a great performance. My belief is the things that work then, the essence of breaking down your opponent, angles, and putting all the different stuff around however you want to package it, that works for certain people. I think Khan could be one of those people that comes back. And yeah, sure, he's going to have to update some things for sure. But that's mostly cadence, in my opinion. I don't think it's the lines or how he approached battle rap. That's
the quality. I think it's
the thing, though. I'm sorry. This is the thing. When Khan came back, he didn't update anything. When he came back versus B Magic, it was still the same Khan. When he came back versus Big K, it was still the same Khan.
He got booed versus B Magic. I don't think he's gonna repeat that again.
But I'm saying he hasn't updated anything. Like he's still the same Conceited. Like if when Murder Mook came back, for example, when Murder Mook battled A-Verb, the takeaway from Murder Mook, he took too long to get to the punches. He dragged out a lot of schemes.
Third round was fire.
His third round was fire. He took a lot. He came back versus Tay Rock and improved drastically. So Conceited hasn't shown me anything. He comes back and he's the same Conceited.
Okay. But even Mook needed to. I mean, he did the 2-on-2 as well, and he didn't. He had one line. Now, granted, the shit got cut short, but that was a minute and 30 seconds into the rounds. You can't do that in today's battle rap. He had 2 tune-ups. You know what I mean? He had the Verb thing and then he battled Rock in a small room, no crowd, and it looked how it looked. You know what I mean? I think Conceited should just come back and be like, he shouldn't have the Cassidy mind state. He should have the mind state of, I gotta learn a couple things because shit is different now. Let me at least come to the events. Come to a couple events. You know what I mean? Like try to learn just from observation. Don't just talk like that. Like you can, because the last thing we seen him do, unless somehow behind the scenes he's been progressing with the times and we just didn't hear it. Like yeah, it's not gonna be as easy as he thinks it is. I think, you know what I mean? Like,
from hearing him
what if
talk,
you go ahead,
but I
Tom.
didn't get the impression that he was cocky about it, in my opinion, or else he wouldn't even have suggested the tune-up match to get the kinks out of his style. I just don't. I just get to a point where, to me, all it seems like he needs to do is speed up his punches, because everybody's punching 50 times around now. So now you speed up the punches, you add a little bit more flow to the delivery, and you good. The other stuff he was doing, clowning people, making people look small, he was doing the same, essentially a less crazy version, like what Goods does with people where they look small, they don't look the same when they stand in front of him. Khan was doing that too. So that's why I'm saying that art is never lost, in my opinion. But yeah.
Sick. Yeah. What if you the tune-up battle? What if you the tune-up battle?
He's going back to the gulag. He's out of here. Listen, I don't think there's a rapper that I can't win against. Like, okay. I don't think there's any of them. There's a couple that strike fear in me. You know what I mean? Like Daylight, like K-Shine, Pat Stay on 100. You know what I mean? Like people like that, Nitty, Av, people like that. I would write my best material if I was standing against them. You know what I mean? Standing across from them. But like Conceited is it's not gonna be scary. It's gonna be me versus Magic again. You know what I mean?
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I got you. And so the just real quick, Polo, we dropped the link in the StreamYard for you guys to call up, ask your questions. A lot of them is killing you for this Conceited thing, but a lot of them agree with you as well.
Stop it.
Yeah, split. They kind of like, yo, I don't know. But
I fuck with Khan, man.
Yeah, but I'm just whatever. You know,
we just listen, man. We gotta look. Like this. The game has evolved, man. Like when Khan was this, he was doing
right now. Like
Khan was doing finger roll layups, man. These brothers is doing 360 dunks now, man.
His tune up. This is gonna sound wild disrespectful. This is not disrespectful. Just listen. His tune up should be a big stage versus Cassidy. He got to battle Cassidy on a big stage, because then he will look dominant. He will look like he's better than Cass, like in a battle rap sense. I think. I hope, at least. You know what I mean? So I think that should be his tune-up, because even Cass might have a couple, you know what I mean? And it'll look like a better battle that he dominated versus coming here and battling me and letting me break down everything about him that nobody got to say to him yet. You know what I mean? I get that whole your whole discography, everything about you that nobody has said to you yet, because you only battle punchers that were flipping Khan and Seated. Don't stand in there with a Taylor rapper like me. So like, again, all respect to Khan. I just think he should observe a little more, come to some events, soak in the energy, and realize he got to add some things to his arsenal before he comes back. That's it.
I like this new energy, man. Y'all not scared, man.
He's talking like a guy who had a classic with Chilla Jones and then smoked two other. You know what I'm saying? He's talking like a guy who's done things. He's earned the right to talk this way. And one of y'all got to shut him up. Now the link is in the joint. Make sure y'all jump up here. If y'all get off the McDonald's Wi-Fi, wash your face, be respectful.
Yeah. Let me 2021. Let me 5 people you want to battle.
Mike P on his return. If the Daylight shit happens, that would be crazy. Av said he wants to battle me. Danny Myers said he wants to battle me. And let's see. Who do I want to battle? I know there's somebody like that I'm like forgetting about.
You said Danny, you said Mike P, you said Daylight.
Av. Verb. I want to battle Verb
for sure.
Yeah.
What about Ill Will?
Ill Will is dangerous. That's another one of the guys that I'd have fear standing across from. I battle Ill Will. I battle anybody, but I'm saying like those are the names that I've seen the most. I've been saying this. I said this on your last 2 interviews too when I was here. I was like, a hit list is something that the fans make for you. You don't need to have a hit list. It's something the fans make for you. And now I'm at the point where the fans made the hit list. You know what I'm saying? So like they want to see me and Mike P. They want to see me and Daylight. They want to see me and Av. I seen me and B Dot a lot. I think that would be ridiculous. And I've seen me and Verb. Danny personally said he wants to battle me. I think that would be fun. That would be a fun battle. And yeah, and Ill Will I haven't seen, but that's a tall order. Shit, I would absolutely accept that, but I'd have to go in the dungeon for that. Like that dude is scary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel. Go ahead, Tom.
We talk about preparation, just comparing some of the guys that you listed. Harder situation for you to prepare for between Av and B Dot. Like, what's gonna be more intense for you?
That's interesting. What would be harder? I think the B Dot battle would be harder. With Av, you kind of know what he's gonna do. B Dot is gonna tell me where the origin of my turban, why it's appropriation,
right?
Like why, like my whole genealogy. He's gonna relate Genghis Khan to me. He's gonna like kill my ancestors. You know what I mean? He's gonna do a lot. Like everybody's getting hit with strays, bro. Everybody. Like you can't play defense against somebody like that. But I think it would be the same thing for him because me and him think alike. I think just from the way that watching his interviews and seeing his battles, we're very alike in that. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think it would be crazy if me and him ever did a 2-on-2, though. If we was on the same team, everybody's dying. Nobody
the same team.
Or we prioritize flow and cadence, and we're direct, son.
Do you think 2-on-2s would look good without a crowd?
That's a good question.
For me and B Dot, yeah, because we're rapping straight through. We might, if we did a 2-on-2, we might end up sounding like one person. Could you imagine that? I do the flow switch ups. He does that too. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, for us, yeah, absolutely. I think other 2-on-2s might have some issues, but I think we'd be good as a 2-on-2. I've never done a 2-on-2, so I could be just talking out my ass. I don't know. It could be the hardest thing I've ever done. Like I've never done a 2-on-2, but it looks fun and it doesn't look too difficult. You're doing half the work. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Is there a possibility that we get an intergender battle with Real Sick? And if that is a possibility, who are some of the folks you probably think are worthy for a situation? What's up?
All right, so worthy, they're all crazy.
They're all
like,
great. Okay.
I don't judge skill on gender or race or any of that. Like,
all right.
Vixen is crazy. Young Gaddis, you see what she did at that tournament versus RX? That was crazy. Like, First Lady Flames is crazy. Like,
Lady Flames probably my favorite.
Yeah. I don't know because I've never I said this last time on the show. I battled a chick once, and it was I was living in Camden at the time. It was some chick, and I destroyed her. And I did the stereotypical, your coochie lips smell like tuna fish. Your uterus is stupid, bitch. I'm going off, right? Like I was doing that shit.
Yeah.
I don't think I would do that now. I would be creative with it. You know what I mean? I don't think I would do the stereotypical shit. I would just, I would find a way to do it. I think me and my verse would be crazy because shout out to her. She's shown a lot of support too. I've seen interviews.
The battle? You and her?
Yeah. Okay. Cause she raps.
Yeah, she does rap. Actually trying to get on King and Queens.
Hey, I seen her say she doesn't want to battle any new guys until the end of the year.
Listen, man, she going. You ain't in that. I don't think you in that new guy boat to me. I mean, you a new guy, but nah.
Yeah. I really appreciate her support, and I know as an MC, you know what I mean. She recognizes what I do. And as an MC, I recognize what she does. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I would have more shit to talk about. I'm not like, you know, she has, you know, accomplishments. She raps, all of that shit. You know what I mean? It would be a dope battle because it wouldn't be the stereotypical intergender battle. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure she would have angles to play with and shit like that. And it would be dope, I think. That's the only one I could think of right now on the spot.
Yeah.
Would you battle
But
official?
again, yeah, I would battle them. You know what I mean? I'd battle pretty much any chick that's nice. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know. Again, I've never been in that position, so I don't know what would happen. But yeah, official is crazy. I would battle official. I would battle again pretty much all of them except for like the ones that aren't nice. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. We put the invite out there. You guys is talking the joint. You guys are welcome to get up here, but no one's jumped in the queue yet. I don't know, Sick. I think it's a gym. It's a gym work. They want to talk.
Now we having a great convo, so I mean, I think they.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm very like I laugh at like negativity now. Like it's hilarious to me. Like I don't know if you just saw my tweet. This dude said, I don't punch. He said, I sound like I'm in a cipher. I don't know how to battle, something like that. And I just responded with mad laughing. I was actually laughing. Like I used to get mad at this shit, right? Because it was just absurd shit. But like, you know, I'm learning to laugh at this shit. It's hilarious to me. You know what I mean? So if somebody comes on here and they acting wild, it's not gonna.
Nah, they don't do that over here. Our listeners is kind of mature. Knowledge to God for $10. Salute the real
knowledge, man.
For putting on last year. I'm really looking forward to see what you do in 2021.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
all my
appreciate you,
frogs.
Thanks for giving me the vote against Jay. You know what I mean? That's one of the reasons it was split. Rita and Knowledge gave me the vote. I think Uncle Ron and Tony gave it to Jay.
Yep.
Yeah, I ain't gonna. Let me. We got my man, the historian, man.
Yeah. I got him.
Yo, what's good?
What up? You on real sick, bro?
What's good, yo?
What's good, Sick? How you doing, brother? How you doing?
Chilling. How you?
I'm hanging in there, bro. I see y'all up here trying to be nice, not trying to get this brother in no trouble. But Sick, let me ask you a question. Which one of these top tiers who've had a lot of criticism for you do you think you could beat in 2 weeks prep? Let's just get into the nasty bags real quick.
What do you mean? The ones that had criticism for me?
Yeah, specifically, or we'll stay in the vein of the new class, because there have been a lot of the older battle rappers who are kind of like, y'all need the small rooms, y'all can't adjust this, that, and the third, providing a whole bunch of unwarranted criticism for the most part.
Right.
Which one of these brothers do you think you could handle in like 2 to 3 weeks prep? We'll say we won't even give you like a month, but just 2 to 3.
I think. I think I could win against anybody if I could go crazy with Chilla on 5 days of writing. Right. I think no matter Chilla's one of the top guys. You know what I mean? Especially in this environment. So if I could do that, I could do that with anybody. Like anybody. Like it doesn't matter whether the top 5 champion of the list, champion of the year list, or the last 5. Anybody. I could get ready like this. I rap every single day. I got a lot of people on that write a 16 a day thing. You know what I mean? Like I'm always ready. I always have material. I'm ready. I could do that. So the time isn't the problem. I think the thing that I would focus on is the attack and what I want to say and shit like that. But yeah, there's nobody specific. I battle anybody. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's nice. Anybody that's nice or a legend.
Okay.
Those two things aren't always correlating. You know what I mean?
That's real. That's real. You know how for instance,
did I answer the question, bro?
Yeah, you good. You kind of skated out giving me them real names. But we'll let it rock. I respect it.
I didn't hear what he said. What he said?
He said you danced around it. You didn't give him no real names. Well, you got Caliber. You got to say some names.
Am I muted? Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can
hear you. We can hear you.
Polo and the historian. I can't hear y'all.
Word?
You can hear me now?
Yo, we good? We good?
It's not my headphones.
I can hear both of y'all.
Oh, hold on.
Let me try. I'm gonna try to remove Sick and bring him back. Yeah, bring it.
Yo, you hear me?
Yo.
Yeah, I hear you, Polo.
Maybe
it's
link again or something. Or
should I leave and come back?
Yeah, I'll remove you, come back, and then we'll bring you back.
Got you.
All right. But look, shout out to everybody that's here too. Make sure y'all subscribe and all of that. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping. Hit us up at the Black Compass. Now, if you're not familiar with the spade battle or the King Javel,
you lagging.
Oh, I am? I'm lagging.
Yeah. I'm lagging. I'm good.
The tone's frozen. Okay.
Yo, Sick, you there?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yo. Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everybody good now.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
What'd you say, bro?
No, he said you danced around. You answered, but you danced around.
The names. It's all right.
Name whoever. Yes. Name
verb. Names,
all right. Whoever. I battle anybody.
I'll be honest with you. I'm one of those brothers. I feel like I think you'd handle Calico very badly. I know that's a very controversial whatever. I feel like the way you construct your just your rhymes and your angles, and like I was talking on the last time I was up here, I feel like certain people unlock certain abilities after they face certain people. So like what you did against
great point.
B Magic, what you did again when you did it was like, this is about to get. If you get one or two of those against somebody like Calico, who gonna come up there, talk the real like that Pac-Land, hey, but it's nothing directed towards you, I feel like you'd handle him, bro. I feel like Calico's one of those brothers. I was saying,
you know what it is,
I feel like getting
in
front of Khan.
You know what it is? A lot of these guys haven't been talked to about themselves. A lot of these rappers that have been here for a minute, people have just flipped their name and been hypothetically told that they'll be uppercutted through the roof and kicked through the wall and all this other. They haven't been talked to about themselves. And I think that's an ability that I have that's probably scary for a lot of these guys. So I think whoever they would have trouble with me. Anybody would have trouble with me. Absolutely. Whether they took it seriously and prepared like that is up to them. But anybody would have trouble with me.
For $4.99, my man MDJ 365. He said, big fan of Real Sick. A dope matchup would be Real versus Math Hoffa on URL Return. Salute to y'all. What you feel about that?
Hey man, Hoffa was the first guy to support me. You know what I mean? When I was on UW, my first battle came out. I put a link out there, or he was asking to watch some new shit. I put a link there. He watched it. He gave me advice, and he's been supporting ever since then. Even to the point of getting me on My Expert Opinion with Lex, and I drank a little more than I should have drank. You know what I mean? But they tricked me. They had us drinking for like an hour and a half before they started taping. So now we like already tipsy by the time the camera comes on. But Hoffa's a supporter. In the spirit of competition, of course, if he wanted to battle, I'd battle him. But right now, I appreciate his support a lot because he ain't have to do that. And he's been supporting since then. And he especially in the beginning was one of my favorites. Like him versus Nems. I knew those rounds like word for word because I watched it. Little bitch. You know what I mean? Like that whole thing. Like I knew those word for word because of how much I watched it. So again, if he'd want to battle and stuff, absolutely. But from just a supporter standpoint, like I fuck with Hoffa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we fuck with Hoffa heavy too.
Salute, bro. Appreciate
salute, Caliber. We're gonna try to rotate it out. Pause.
Word up.
For I don't even know what currency this is.
That's Canadian money.
Canadian, okay. Canadian.
Yeah.
He said wanted to pull up to the show, but at work. Salute the team and society. Salute the shout out to Sick for putting on for our people. Respect.
Oh, Simran, that's Simran. What's good, bro?
Oh, Simran.
He's a big supporter. He's in here a lot too.
Yeah, Simran. That's what. Yeah.
Shout out to him, man.
We got all type of people in there.
We got everybody in here, man. Christopher Balmore, $5. I think a very dope matchup for Sikh would be Iron Solomon. Wow.
I forgot. That's who I was forgetting.
Wow.
Me and Solomon. Me and Solomon would be crazy. Listen, when I battled Eddie I before I was on URL, and he texted Lex like, "This is the one," and he's been like supporting me since then. You know what I mean? So, and Solomon. So this is crazy. This ties back into the math thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was a big fan of the first battle I ever seen was Jin and Verse, and then I was 9 years old when that came out,
That's
and
crazy.
then Mook and Sirius and all of that stuff, and then I discovered Solomon, and I watched all of his battles, and because he became my favorite then. But the only people I felt like beat him was Math and Thesaurus. So that's how I discovered Math, because I seen him and Solomon, and then I typed in Math and saw Math and Nems, and then I typed in Thesaurus and I seen Thesaurus versus Disaster, and all the grind time shit came up. So like he's one of the reasons I found out, oh shit, battle rap is still active. You know what I mean? So I would go crazy against Solomon just off the strength of the respect, you know what I mean, that I got for him. But yeah, me and Solomon would be crazy.
Angler, he's up.
Yeah, Solomon is up there for sure.
I mean, he gonna have a
Nitty,
lot
how long?
to say to you.
Yo,
That's one of my favorite battles. I watched
of all
that
time.
Yeah, I watched that almost a lot.
Word.
Let's get I want to get your volume 7 predictions.
Oh,
let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's run
now.
through.
Now, before we do this, there's 2 battles on here that I can't call. So I'm gonna tell you now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Beat Out is Suge. Suge is Jersey, and I think Suge is finally battling somebody that he's wanted to battle. All of 2020, he hasn't really battled people he's wanted to battle. That's why he hasn't been the Suge that we were used to. You know what I mean? But he wants to battle B Dot, and I think we're gonna see the best Suge we've seen in a while. And B Dot, me and B Dot are cool. You know what I mean? And on top of that, like B Dot is on a vengeance type of mission because he slipped up versus Chiller. Yeah, and I think both of them are great. And I think this battle will be hard to call, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying because I'm cool with them or whatever. I'm saying the battle's going to be hard to call because it's going to be a Suge we haven't seen in a while. Like the Suge that battled Nitty or something, you know what I mean? But like a little more on it. Like, and then, you know, B Dot is going to be, B Dot raps like a fucking machine gun, you know what I mean? And he's just hitting all these points. So it's going to be a style clash, but I think it might end up being one of the craziest battles of the night. I think Jay and Twerk is going to be battle of the night, but again, it's hard to call that one because I think we're going to see a new Twerk. We're going to see a Twerk that's been writing since look, as a rapper, this is what I noticed. Okay. Since he healed up from his accident, he been in the studio. He's working on his craft every time he's in that studio. So he's not just waiting for a battle to come up and then rapping. He's been rapping this whole time. You know what I mean? And things like that will make you. What if Twerk comes in there and raps like along with his style, he does the back-to-back multi-syllable flow type switch-ups and shit. It'll be crazy. So we don't know what kind of Twerk is gonna show up. And I think Jay is a tactician enough to kind of expect that and have the perfect kind of game plan to use his energy against them. You know what I mean? Like Jay is like that, I think. So I think Jay and Twerk will be battle of the night, and Beat Out and Suge will be hard to call. I call everything else, but those 2 battles I think will be hard to call.
Now, before you get to the rest of the card, now Jay's your friend.
So
when he told you that he's taking New Jersey Twerk on the return, was it like? Was you sure? Did you have a moment where it's like, is it? You know what I mean? Like,
that's our class, bro. Like,
yeah.
Everybody else said no. Everybody else said no. And if Jay said no, another one of us would have said yes. So we was the only one that was gonna say yes. Everybody else said no. Literally, like they wasn't making excuses. You could Twerk said this. They wasn't saying, yo, nah, I got something else coming up. They literally said, I ain't taking you on your return. They said that straight up to Twerk.
Straight up.
Yeah, just like that. So
I'm pretty sure it was the old top tiers too. It wasn't the new one.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Of course.
Yeah,
Because if he asked one of us, look, Twerk is from Jersey. I support him. He supports me crazy too. He randomly just posted me on his Instagram. Randomly, and I got 500 new followers off that. Like, I fuck with Twerk heavy. But if nobody else accepted, then I would have took the battle. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think this new class is where they had to reach in to kind of, who's gonna say yes type of shit. And I think Jay knows what to do, and I think we're gonna see a scary Twerk up there. You know what I mean? So I think that battle is gonna be explosive. They should save it for the middle of the card. Don't make them go first because the other battles might not live up to it. You know what I mean? Like save it for like the middle because both of them are gonna try to take each other's head off. You know what I mean?
Okay. I like that. So Tone, we can start running down.
Yeah. So we got that. I think you went over the other. K-Shine. Wait. K-Shine's
no, Arsenal Danny Mott.
Arsenal versus Danny Mott. Let's get to that.
Right, let's do it. Real quick. I have 20% battery left.
Okay, yeah,
it lasts for a minute, but I'm just saying if for some reason I just tap out, that means my phone died.
Yeah.
Arson Danny.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that Danny doesn't take the good shit about his who am I thing and tries to duplicate it again because it won't work against Ars. And the reason is if he does the who am I if he doesn't recognize what I think people were really saying, to me, that was probably Danny's best round, his third round versus Drugs. Because that's Danny's true form. Danny don't want to punch every 2 to 4 bars. To me, this is what I think. I could be wrong, but I think the way he really wants to rap is the way he was rapping there. He wasn't necessarily punching. He was just rapping. He was just going and saying shit with content. You know what I'm saying? And I think that if you have that gene, that's what you should be doing right now. You shouldn't be trying to punch every 2 to 4 bars because that's when the same battle that he had that amazing round, he told Drugs that he was lyrically fearless. You can't be saying that. Lyrically fearless, you can't be lyrical nothing no more. Like this 2021, you can't be a lyrical phenom author, whatever he said. You can't be a lyrical chainsaw. You can't be a lyrical nothing anymore, son. He rhymed Mike P second round with I likely sever crowns. That's forced. You don't rap like that. But in the third, nothing was forced. That was just natural. That's what Danny does. I feel like if he raps like that, he'll have a better chance. If he just tries to duplicate the who am I thing and still just does 1-2 rounds and just punching back to back, it's gonna bounce off Arsenal. You can't battle Arsenal and look like you're trying too hard. And I think that's what's gonna make Ars win. Because Ars is naturally an amazing rapper. He don't gotta worry about punching every 3 to 4 bars or saying that he's gonna rap. He's gonna be projecting and delivering the shit crazy, and he's gonna go straight through 80 miles an hour at you and naturally do it. Whereas if Danny looks like he's trying and Ars is like, man, shut up, and then just going, like it's not gonna work. So I think Ars is gonna get this. I think the battle will be closer if Danny raps the way that Danny wants to rap.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. And intriguing matchup. It's getting harder and harder for me to call this one. Av versus what's up?
You said this one hard to call?
I think it is. The more I think about it, because you know how I am. At first, I'm like, nah, he got it. I go back and I watch.
You know why it's hard to call? Because DNA switched up. The only thing that people could really say to him as a negative was that he didn't look believable with the gun bars and shit, right? Since the Vixen battle, he took him out. Vixen, Castro, Kichi, he hasn't been talking about that. You know what I mean? And he kind of figured out a way. And shout out to DNA because he told me in Chaos before he battled Castro, the day before when I battled Magic, he said me, Chaos, and Mook inspired him to kind of do the direct angling type of thing. You know what I mean? Wow. So shout out to DNA for that. But he's seeing how dangerous that is. You know what I mean? And I think that Fonz had great angles against Av, but he ended them with punches. And as crazy as that was, DNA can kind of take those angles, leaving Cave Gang, the Corona shit, Drunk Av, all of that, and he can expound on them. You know what I mean? Which is more dangerous than just DNA trying to flip Av a bunch of times. Now, Av, I think, is going to be more motivated for a DNA battle than he was for the Fonz battle. So I think Av will be crazy. And I think Av will get around, but I think DNA might get two out of the round. So DNA 2-1.
Wow.
Okay, now the same thing you said for Danny, the breakdown you said for Danny is kind of the similar thing I got for DNA. I feel like DNA's last 3 battles, he's kind of taking the same approach. Hey, I'm a nerd. I know how much you get paid. I'm breaking you down. This is how you're supposed to do this. This is how you're supposed to do this. He did that for 3 battles straight. That's not against Av. Like, I'm just telling you straight up. That's not good. You can't. All right. I like get it. You know how much you get paid. That's not what he says. Av.
Right. Right.
He didn't say that.
You hear him put the sauce on it? Like,
he didn't call himself Gary. Geechee called him Gary. He didn't call himself Gary.
No, but I'm just saying, like, that's his style. His last 3 battles. Hey, listen, I'm a nerd. I know how much you get paid.
Yeah,
Harry, but look, don't really like you. Blah, Smack don't really like you. Like,
I think the point that I was making was just he's in the mind state of breaking people down and talking to them and being direct. And that's more dangerous than just trying to punch with somebody for 3 rounds. That's all I'm saying. So like I think that can be like that's gonna be the difference because Av is amazing and he's gonna be amazing, but unless he talks about something versus somebody that's talking about something for 3 rounds, and I don't think DNA is gonna use the same angle. Every round is gonna have a different topic to it and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like when somebody's talking about something and you got hypothetical bars, it's not gonna work against them. Maybe Av will win the first time we watch it, but this on the watch back because DNA has started writing coded shit too, like shit that you won't catch right away. Yeah, like the paid in full scheme he had against Lou Castro.
Oh man, the nut so above the that was crazy. That was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that was crazy.
So he's kind of jumping to the writer side now. You know what I mean? He's kind of like, all right, I see what I got to do. So like, I think DNA will get it 2-1. I think maybe the first watch we might give it to Av, but like watching it again, we'll give it to DNA.
If he comes with that above the rim, those kind of schemes, it's gonna be a battle. But if he comes with the, I know how much you got paid. I know Smack, blah blah blah. You getting smoked. I got Av 30. I'm being you do that.
Man.
Who's the next? Let's talk.
Okay, so the next one, all-time showman and performer versus all-time pen. Chilla Jones versus K Shine. What is up? Let's talk.
This is what's gonna happen. The first round is gonna look like B. Dot versus Chilla, where Chilla was good, but B. Dot clearly got it. So Chilla will be good, and I think Shine will get the first round. I think Chilla will get the third round, and the second round is gonna be what determines who you think won the battle. Because now I think Shine is low-key very versatile. He can do everything. Sometimes he doesn't need to do everything to beat his opponent, you know what I mean? But I think he can do everything in the sense of maybe like his second round for chess when he was talking to chess and still like punching along with it. Like that was crazy. You know what I mean? Like that type of shit is going to work against Chilla. But if he's just trying to think of the most craziest punchlines and shit, that'll work for 2 rounds. But it might not. Chilla writes uphill a lot of times too. And he's kind of like he's a strategist too. And standing in front of Chilla, the one thing I noticed, he has this ability to diffuse the type of energy that K-Shine has. Like because while Shine is rapping, Chilla's gonna have his head down, you know what I mean? Hands behind his back. He's gonna just stand there like this. And he's gonna look like he's not gonna move. He's gonna nod when Shine says a hot line. And it's gonna look like Shine is barking on him, like, oh shit, that's crazy. Then when it's Chilla's turn, He's just gonna. I said this on Champion. He got his towel with him. He's gonna wipe his face. He's gonna look up. He's gonna say half a bar, and then it's gonna be like, that was slick, and it's just gonna keep happening like that. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that it'll come down to the second. If I had to choose, I'll say Chilla, just off the strategy perspective. But again, it might be like DNA and Av. In this case, Sean would be like Av, where I think Sean, the first time we watch it, we might give it to Sean and be like, yo, Chilla had a crazy third, and then watch it again and be like, holy shit, Chilla's second, but he might have got the second too. You know what I mean? Like, it might be one of those. But I think ultimately Chilla will get it 2-1.
Okay.
Yeah, your breakdowns is on point, man. Like,
I'm killing these predictions.
I'm not gonna lie, because I noticed that about Chilla. Chilla always heats up in the second and third. If you go watch him versus New Jersey Twerk, he like Chilla always lets his opponents the first round. I guess that's like to test the water, the temperature check, and in the second and third,
that's the jab.
Yeah,
first round is the jab. Let's see what you do when I jab you. You know what I
exactly.
mean? The second and the third is the all right. Let me start going in now. You know what I mean?
He did the same exact thing versus Twerk. Like Twerk, first round was crazy, and then Chilla's second and third was just out this world. So, you know, I like that. Go ahead.
I think we heard. I heard what you said about Rock and Verb and everything like that.
What did he say?
Because he said it's gonna be the clearest win on the card.
I said that without thinking of Arson Danny. I think I switched it at the end of the video. I was like, oh shit, Arson Danny, that might be the clearest one.
That might be because he said that Rock's not gonna get multiple. You don't think it's gonna be 3 career nights in a row?
Yeah. I think the same thing. It's no way he stood in front of the greatest Daylight. He stood in front of the greatest Mook. It's like what else did you say to me?
Rock, listen. Rock is mad right now. Like, he's mad as shit. Like, yo, I showed up to battle, and this is the time that they decide to have the best fucking performance that they ever had. You know what I'm saying? And shit, Verb might do that too. Verb might show up and take a bite of a McChicken and go crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. But like, this is the thing. If we're going off their past performances, even though I think Daylight lost his last 2 Rock lost his last 2 battles, the way he was rapping, especially versus Daylight in that second round versus Mook, like, if he raps like that and Verb raps how he's been rapping against Geechee and Calico, I don't see how Verb's gonna win that. Unless he has some crazy angle or something like that. Like, I don't, and like, this is what it comes down to. Rock is a better battle rapper. Verb might rhyme more syllables, flow better at some points. You know what I mean? He's a great rapper, but he doesn't attack like Rock attacks. You know what I mean? So I think Tay Rock is gonna battle better, and that's gonna get him the battle. But I think Verb will, he'll rhyme a lot of shit, and he'll be good as a rapper. You know what I mean? But I don't, unless he has an angle again. But yeah.
Okay.
Look, I tend to agree with you. I'm a shark, you a puppy. I'm a hawk, you a guppy. That's not gonna. But I don't think. Whatever. Other Verb, but I don't think that's the type of time. Y'all stupid. Chill out. I don't think that's the type of time Verb is on.
I'm a shark. You a lion. I'm a god. You a man.
I don't think
Verb is hilarious, bro. He be saying like, he literally be talking to people like he's a god and they're humans. That shit is hilarious.
Verb was varsity jacket, perm kit, Verb.
He was going crazy.
But Rock was outside then. Is what I'm saying. So that I think Verb's mindset, when you talk to Verb, he has PTSD about the Midwest movement. It's crazy. He still like is holding on to that. I feel like when Verb gets across from anybody who was outside in that era, it's a different can of paint. It's different.
Calico was outside in that era.
He did well.
He did good.
Verb's third versus Calico was fire. I ain't gonna lie.
It was. His third versus Geechee was fire too. But that's one round. The other rounds, compare that to Rock. Rock's 3 versus Daylight. And And then Rock's, granted, against Mook, Rock said some shit he shouldn't have said. That was like, all right, that wasn't that crazy, bro. You know what I mean? But like, just rapping wise, you know what I mean? Like, if he raps like that with Verb, it's gonna. I hope I don't want Verb to clearly lose, bro. I'm a fan of Verb. I want Verb to get back to barking and projecting his fucking voice, not whispering his bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, say that shit with your chest. Like, get back to that Verb. Like, that Verb is crazy, and I think,
Go ahead.
like, I think Rock's gonna get it.
Now, before your phone die, I just want to get this. Who's your champion of the year for 2020?
Man, I think that Stumble hurts B Dot and makes him in second place. I think Chilla's number one. He battled Twerk, he battled Geechee, he battled Jerry West, me, and B Dot, and all of them was fights except I think he clearly beat Jerry. But there was they're great. You think so?
Yeah, the Jerry it's debatable.
Jerry was dope. Jerry is dope. Jerry is very dope. Again, I've only seen it maybe once. I don't think I watched it twice. But he had great battles, is my point. And his strength of schedule, he went up against some killers. He didn't go up against, even take me out of it. Like, just those are killers. You know what I mean? And then B Dot had what? He had Nitty. He had Saga. Him and Saga was crazy. Then he had T-Top.
Yeah.
And at that point, it was looking like he was champion. He had Holmesy crazy. He went crazy versus Holmesy. Yeah. And then he kind of lost to Chilla.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that kind of brings him down a little bit. But that only makes him more dangerous. He probably realized what went wrong, and now he's crafting his shit in a different like to avoid that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think last year Chilla's champion of the year. Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's all right. You got anything you want to shout out? Any, your handles, all
By
that?
the end of this month, we're gonna have this merch out, the Real Sick merch, the shit that Chilla said I'm wearing the same shirt. It's called merch. You're supposed to wear this anyway. So this shit, we're gonna have hoodies, masks, shirts, all of that shit. All of that shit is gonna be available by the end of the month. I'm gonna shout it out in my battle next week, January 30th on iBattle. Lex is running a 50% off. I think it's 50% promotion or whatever on pay-per-view. It's me versus Sneezy Bo. Giving him a shot. He's fire. Go check him out. Lou Cypher versus Bricks Belvy. Kang versus Drugs. It's a dope card. There's a lot of people on there. Mike G from Odd Future is battling Baby J. And iBattle has the most diverse pool of battle rappers, I think. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a crazy event. That's next week. And next Saturday, January 30th, and then y'all will see me again on URL pretty soon, and it's gonna be crazy. More music coming out too. If you look at the most recent Champion episode, the song that opened it up was one of my songs. It's called Hustle, and it's on all streaming platforms. It's from one of my old projects that came out in 2018. More music is gonna be coming out this year. And yeah, battles, music, merch, all the shit top tiers do. You know what I mean? Yeah. All that is coming out this year.
Yeah, we're gonna put all that in the description box and everything too. And you're active on the medias and all that in the social.
Yeah.
How can the people get in contact with you, bro?
At Real Sick 99. Sick is spelled SIKH. Real Sick 99. Twitter, Instagram, Caffeine. You know what I mean? All of that. And when the merch comes out, the link is going to be in the bio of my Twitter and my Instagram. So go check it out. I think it ships international too. You know what I mean? And yeah, thanks for this platform, yo. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we definitely gonna check back in with you in a few months. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let you bubble. We're gonna check back in. Yeah, man. I continue to keep doing what you're doing, and don't take no breaks, man. Keep
appreciate it, man.
One more thing before I forget, Real Sick. What's your PS4 gamer tag, bro? What's up? I ain't forget.
I have no idea how this shit works, bro. I just got it. Listen, I got Ghost of Tsushima. I got God of War, Spider-Man, and both the Last of Us games. You know what I mean? Now my shit is Hitman. I don't know if you guys ever played Hitman. That's my shit. So the third one just came out. So I'm gonna be playing that. I don't think that's an online type of game. I don't have any competitive games. You know what I mean? Like
Madden, you seem like a Madden type. Like
I don't know, man. I played UFC on the Xbox. I used to play that. That was my shit. Okay. I really don't watch sports. I watch UFC and boxing, but I don't really watch basketball, football. I be missing a lot of those bars when people say.
Oh, yeah, the basketball.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Like they,
right.
99. Like,
yeah.
I'm thinking of bars for.
I hate basketball ball. I think that's lazy. I think that's too easy. I hate sports ball. Sports ball.
The only reason I knew, so like I had one basketball bar against Jay. I said, if you distract Jay, it'll get super ugly for him. Wait, distract Jay, super ugly for him. Lonzo Ball, this Jay got super ugly form. That's the only, and that's only because I heard somebody talk about how his form's fucked up or something. Yeah. But I don't watch this shit. You know what I mean?
That's nice. Yeah. Damn, that was nice.
That's better than a lot of people do. So anyway,
I put real threes on your back like Bird, or some people just say, But salute, man. Thank you, man, for pulling up, man. We definitely go checking on you, keep supporting you. We're gonna have all your stuff in the details when this comes out.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. This new class is crazy. Shout out the whole class. The ones I didn't battle yet, I'm gonna battle y'all, but shout out to the whole class. You know what I mean? So yeah, we running shit, Jersey shit. Thanks for having me on here, y'all. I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you next time, man. Be safe, all right?
All right, bro.
No doubt, man. Yo, shout out to Real Sick, good brother, and it's dope just seeing his progression year after year. Drop in the comments who y'all think he should battle. Y'all saying who y'all think, you know what I'm saying? You see his mentality. They not ducking no smoke. His class not ducking no smoke. So that's where we at right now. I like that energy. This is Show and Prove class. I nicknamed y'all. That's your nickname. Show and Prove.
You're not gonna nickname my class. You're not gonna nickname my class.
What they nickname then?
We the new top tiers.
Oh,
we the new top tiers.
I'm not calling that.
We the new top tiers, man.
Top tiers, no.
20.
No, not yet.
We the new top tiers. All you veterans, all you old veterans, man. You in trouble. You in trouble. All right. We 2020 was just the warm up. 2021, we taking it over.
Was it? Okay.
We taking it over.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of love me last years. You love me last year.
No.
When the world open up, when the people come outside, when they outside, you got the Frank Lucas coat on, and we rolling up the big Fonto, and that's what's gonna happen.
And they still gonna be kicking y'all veterans' asses, man.
How Rex say? What you gonna do when it's 100 Philly cats looking at you like this?
The same thing we been doing, nigga. The same thing. You got away with it, but you didn't get away with it.
It's different. Listen, man, I love this energy, man. We talking all that, man, and we talking about that because they actually dope. Shout out to people that's putting on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, the old and new. We'll get to the con debate and all of that stuff too. You know what I'm saying? This weekend, what we got this weekend? Polo, tell us people what we doing this weekend.
So we're gonna have a live radio. We're gonna have a live show. We're gonna go live recap Saturday morning. Depending on the bro, you know, we got depending on the team. We're gonna do a radio. The radio show's returning. Don't worry. Relax. Don't worry, y'all. The radio show's returning. Just something added on new. Sikh say he's rookie of the year, by the way. I would definitely say he's rookie of the year for sure.
Over Easy?
Easy ain't a rookie.
How? He ain't. What? Ain't he the same class? He not the same class. They the same class. They not. How? You just don't want to bet against your man. I see it. I understand.
Listen, man. Easy. We the new top tiers, man. I got my new top tiers. All right, that's all I need to know.
All right.
The new top tiers, man.
Listen, man. Listen, I like in a year it went from who is this nigga to he one of them guys. So I like that. You know what I mean? This is what we here for, that type of progression and stuff like that. So we got that. We got the Black Compass Underground coming up too.
Oh, yeah, we got Head Ice Sunday. We're gonna be live.
Pulling up and things of that nature. So we got them coming through. Other drops will be up on the Patreon. I ain't gonna do too much with that, but we might have a couple drops for y'all. So stay in tune. Shout out to Team Backpack. That episode will be dropping as well. Man, Polo, it's a lot, man.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. I'm about to get up out of here. You know what I mean? Jump in the Discord if you can. I'm about to watch this Ashanti, Keisha Cole. And you know, this interview was fire, man. We usually do an hour, but you know, it was just flowing too good, man. I had to keep going.
Yeah, definitely, man. So oh, by the way, I hear people saying like, yo, we want y'all to interview. Drop who else y'all want us to interview and things like that. You know what I mean? So the interviewing thing and the media thing, it is not easy. It isn't, because you want to get to certain things, you know what I'm saying? But we appreciate everybody who's come up here. Everybody's been, you know, talking that talk, answering the questions, things like that. And then everybody who mics up as well to ask their questions. So appreciate that. Follow us at The Black Compass, DA Black Compass. Hit us on all of the streaming platforms. So Spotify, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, FM, whatever player you use, we're there. I guarantee it. So
salute to everybody, man. We out of here.
Peace.